Okay, so I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. If not, you understand and get that your day is finna get better. Okay, and you may be like, but how? How is my day? Dina, you don't understand what's going on in my life. Okay, it doesn't matter what's going on in your life. What matters is what's going on with your damn perception. Okay. What's going on with your perception? Do you see your life as getting better? Do you see that you deserve better? Do you see that if you really, in fact, want better, you just decide? You just decide. See, what I come to realize is sometimes people they enjoy the way their lives are. Now, hear me out, hear me out. Hear me out, Linda, before you start. Okay. Now, when I say they enjoy it, meaning sometimes people enjoy the attention that they get from their lives. I remember I was listening to Earl Nightingale, and I listened to this a lot, and it's The Strangest Secret, right, by Earl Nightingale. It's on YouTube. And he talks about like how you can change your life and how to set goals, and if you don't have goals, how you be pretty much like Zig Ziglar said, a wandering generality or generosity or something like that. Okay, probably messing Zig's words up, but one of the things Zig said, if you don't set goals, then you will just be wandering, right? And who wants to just wander? Okay. And goals to me is a bit extreme, okay? Because it's like so serious, which life can be serious as well. But one of the things that you have to understand is if you want your life to become better, you do in fact have the ability, you are capable, okay? Everything is within you. If you want better and you really truly feel as though you deserve better, guess what? Guess what you're gonna do? Some of the things that you're gonna do is you're gonna show up for yourself, okay? And that show up could be anything. To me, showing up for myself is working my body out. Showing up for myself is meditation. Showing up for myself is reading a book. Okay, right now I'm still reading The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. This is like my third go round, okay? And the words of my mentor, Bob Proctor, one of the things that he said was when you read a book the second time around, it's not that what you read was in the book the first time, is because you have changed, and because you are changing, you see something different that is relatable, because it's like now you moved up on this new level. Okay, new levels, they say new devils. I don't know about that. Okay, but when you start looking at your life and start understanding that you do in fact have what it takes to change your life, you do in fact do not have to state it, you do in fact are the creator of your reality. And if you want better, okay, because sometimes we get so caught up and we go to the buffet and we put in stuff on our plate, and the stuff that we putting on our plate, sometimes it could be lack, sometimes it could be scarcity, sometimes it could be unworthiness, sometimes it can be low confidence, low self-esteem, okay, or no confidence, right? It can be those things. But when you start looking at your life and saying, you know what, I do deserve better. When you start looking at your life and saying, you know what, I don't quite know exactly how I'm going to get better, but I deserve better. In the scripture, okay, and I don't know the Bible word for word, okay, but somewhere in there it says, seek and ye shall find. I am a big fan of that part. Okay, seek and ye shall find, and knock and the door shall be open. And that's how you have to see your life. Even if you don't know what's the next step, if you are seeking to improve your life, if you are seeking to have a better life, I guarantee you, if you keep on seeking, if you keep on looking, if you keep on searching, your life is going to become better. But you have to really, really want it. You have to be eager for it. Now, some of you guys, You done heard my story several times, okay? How I said that I wanted my life to be better. And I didn't know, verbatim, like, oh, what steps to do and, how I was. Honey, if somebody would have told me a few years ago, okay, that I would be making content, that I would be making videos, okay, I would have looked at them and said, I know you a lie, okay, because I didn't see myself, one, as qualified, okay, let's be honest here. One, I didn't see myself qualified. Two, I didn't think that I was good enough to make videos. And three, I had this image of myself that my life had to be perfect in order for me to even show up on camera. Okay. And four, I was just insecure. Okay. I was insecure and I didn't think like, I used to see people and what's crazy? Stop standing on the sidelines. That's the message today. Stop standing on the sidelines. Stop standing on the sidelines. What do I mean by standing on the sidelines? I remember it was a girl that I grew up with, okay? And I remember at this time, this was like, when Facebook kind of first started. Well, probably a few years after. And I remember I used to see this girl doing live videos, right? And although my outside, it was all put together, honey, the creamy crack, it was cracking and it was honey, my hair was so slick, okay, honey, it was slicker than slick, all right, and everything was put together, everything, my outside appearance, it was all put together, but the inside, how I felt about myself, it was not put together. How I seen myself, it was not put together. How I thought about myself, it was not put together. So the outside, it was put together, but the inside, it was not put together. And I remember I seen this girl, right? And she always was put together, always was put together, her hair, her car, like, whatever. And I remember I seen her doing a video on Facebook. And the first thing that came to my mind was, how could she do a video? Like, how could she be on there doing a live video showing herself? Because I was so terrified. I was so terrified. The point of me showing up on Facebook. Yeah, I was good with showing pictures and posting pictures and stuff like that. But when it came to me being authentic, when it came to me just showing up in my natural form, my natural state, I was terrified. And so therefore I would talk myself out of not doing it. In fact, I couldn't even think that I didn't even think that I was capable of doing it. And so here I was on the sideline looking at this girl and saying, damn, like, she really got courage to go on Facebook and show up and do videos and stuff like that. Now, a few years, a lot of years after that, right? I started doing Facebook. Okay. First, I told you guys I started on YouTube. And I was so terrified. I was honey, say this with me. I was honey, you see the teeth, how white they are. Honey, never mind that. Just say this with me. I was so terrified. I was so terrified. And the reason why I was so terrified was because I cared more about other people's perception as opposed of showing up and doing the work. I cared more about other people's perception as opposed of adding value to this here planet. I cared more about other people's perception than I did as opposed of giving someone else a helping hand. I cared more so about other people's perception than I did myself, that I would not show up for myself. And so the truth of the matter is you are capable, you are worthy, you have what it takes. And it's not until that you see it within yourself will your life change. You got to understand and you have to get and come to terms with you are capable of changing your life. You You don't have to wait 5 years. You don't have to wait for the person to apologize to you. Only thing you have to do is make up in your mind and decide, I deserve better. And I guarantee you, honey, I guarantee you. Okay, this right here is a money back guarantee. Okay, I guarantee you, if you decide, and I mean truly decide, that you want better from your life, and you don't have to know exactly how you're going to get better, you don't have to know what's the next step. Only thing you need to do is decide that you want better. And this is what's going to happen. Once you decide you want better from your life, you may come across synchronicities. And synchronicities is basically the universe is speaking to you through certain things, because that's the only way the universe can speak to you, is through things. Okay, it could be through the television, it could be through the radio, it could be through your mama, it could be through your friends, it could be at a supermarket, you bump into a stranger, it could be through anything. And this is what's going to happen. Now, as you said, right, you want better, and we all should want better from our lives. I even myself, I want better than where I am today. Okay, because our human, our the essence of the spirit is always to evolve, is always to grow. Okay, and so you should always want more. You should always want better. Okay. You should not get content and say, well, this is just it. This is just my life right here. This is like the pit stop, and I'm just gonna stop here. No, you deserve better. You deserve more. And so, although you may not know what that more is, you may not know how you gonna get better. You are going to show up for yourself. You're gonna show up for yourself while you scared. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because let me tell you something. That fear that you trying to wait until it dissipates, that fear ain't going nowhere. That fear isn't going anywhere. So, honey, if you like, well, I'm gonna wait until the fear leave. Honey, I'm sorry to tell you, on this rainy, beautiful day, that fear that you are waiting to leave, to escape, it is not going nowhere. And so you have one or two options. You can rock out with the fear with you and say, you know what, fear, me and you, we gonna have to do this together, because ain't no way I'm backing out. Or you can just back out, play safe, stay on the bleachers, okay, get in a corner and just live in that little corner. Or you could be very transparent, be vulnerable, and let people know, listen, I'm afraid. Every time when I have done something and I have let people know, because even if it's a store or whatever it is, and I'm learning something for the first time, the very first time, I tell them. I tell them. I remember I had a clothing line, okay, and it was Universally Fit. It was a business, right? My business, and I would sell workout gear. Okay, some of the workout gears that you guys see me with today, like I worked out on Facebook, and then whatever. So anyway, so what happened was, I remember I was so pumped up, right? Because I would get orders on Facebook, mainly Facebook, okay, from people who watch my lives or whatever, and they will order the workout gear, and they will order it through like, oh Dina, do you have more of that outfit that I sent you or whatever, right? And so I would respond back to them. And then it was once upon a time I had to go to the post office to mail off the workout attire. And I remember I never, like, I know how to, of course, I know how to mail a envelope, a letter, or whatever it is. But I got so infused with so much fear on my way to the post office. Prior up into me going to the post office, I was home and I said, oh my goodness, I gotta drop I gotta mail this workout attire to, such and such. And I would be so afraid. And I remember the first time, see, listen, I had got this from Aaron Dowdy. One of the things he said was that the reason why you are afraid, whenever you look at your life and you feel afraid, just know you didn't do enough reps. Okay? Know that you didn't do enough of that thing. But the more you keep on doing the repetition of that thing, the more the fear is going to leave. Let me say it again. The more you keep on doing that thing, the more the fear is going to leave. It is going to leave you. Why? Because you have enough information. Okay. A lot of times we are afraid to do certain things because we don't have enough information. And that's why we are afraid, because we don't know what to expect next. Like when I was going to mail that stuff off to the post office, I didn't know what to expect. And so when I got there, right, and the lady said, "Oh, you put this here." I said, I don't know. Listen, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay. This is my first time ever mailing, this stuff, this type of stuff before. I don't know. And every single time, I kid you not, okay, every single time I was transparent and I let them know I have no clue on what the hell I'm doing. The people who work there, right, is like, it almost sort of boosts them up, because it's now like they get to show exactly why they work there, right? They get to teach you something, right? And to me, it's like when somebody feel like they could teach you something, as opposed to somebody feeling like, oh, they know everything. When somebody feel like they can teach you something, is a good feeling. Okay. And so every time I go to a new place, or I do something new, and I let the people know, listen, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I really don't. Okay. And when they able to teach me, okay, they are very kind. They are very patient. Okay. And they assist you because that's what they got hired for. Okay. And when you being vulnerability and being transparent, it allows other people to go back to the time where as though they was afraid, or the time where as though they ain't know what the hell to do. Okay. It lets them go back and and people, when people are relatable or feel they are relatable to you, things change. Okay. Like me making content and me being vulnerable and authentic, right? People could relate to that because they, one, either went through the same exact thing. A lot of times that's really what it is. They've been through the same exact thing. Or two, they going through it and growing through it. And perhaps they may not know how to get through. Right. And so I want you to know you do have what it takes. You don't have to look at somebody else's life on the sidelines and say, well, you know what? Look at their life. You know how they able to do it. Oh, they able to do it only if I could do it. The chances are, and what it really is, you are able to do it. You are. You are able to do it. You are capable of doing it. You just have to get enough information, or better yet, you don't even need enough information. Just get started. The information, the steps, what you should do next, all of that's gonna come to you as you get started. But as you sit on the bleachers and just say, well, you know what, my life, I'm a wait until the information come to me. No, honey, you gotta be seeking it. You got to be seeking it. Okay. And so with that being said, make sure you know you are capable. Make sure you know, instead of you being in a bleachers, honey, tell coach to put you in. Okay. And who is coach? Yo damn self. Yourself. Tell yourself, okay, you know what? Listen, we doing this. We doing this. We doing this, and then get the stepping. Okay, like Martin. Okay, get the stepping. Get to start taking radical action. Start taking radical action, because the more you wait, the more your ego is going to tell you why you can't do it, why you're not qualified to do it. It's going to tell you what makes you think that you should do, like all these different things. So the moment you have an idea, action, in the words of Jim Rohn, action pronto, action pronto, action pronto, meaning get started. Get started. And with that being said, I love you guys.